Hello. My name is Megan Dream. My pronouns are she, her, hers, and I am a variety gamer here on YouTube. Today, I'm bringing back The Sims. I know it's been a hot minute since I played, but since it's spooky season, I am going to be starting a new Sims series that I'm going to call Final Girl. Today, we are going to be building the house that they will be living in, and the cast is going to be Disney princesses. I got Disney on the brain. I've been playing Disney Dreamlight Valley. I am playing that daily here on YouTube. You can join along right here, somewhere around over here. So we're getting back in The Sims today. My thought for their house would be like a Disney castle, but it's spooky season, so spooky Disney castle. Easy peasy, right? Yeah. No, it's not. I've never made a castle before. I've never built a castle. Let's jump in and let's build this castle. So I started building in the Forgotten Hollow world. I kicked out Vlad Strauss. This was his old lot. I liked that he had like a cemetery on the side that we could use and not have to like build, and it would just be part of the decor already. And then I started with what would you call that? The outer roast ring, like the wall of the castle, where it has like the beams and the little pointy castle parts, and you walk through and to, get into the midst of the castle. Like there could be a moat in there or something. I didn't put one in this castle, but that's that area that I'm making right now. This is also my first time building with the curved walls, really. I'm not gonna lie, I was kind of afraid of them, and I was hoping to kind of leave them alone until maybe some of the bugs got worked out and they weren't as glitchy. I did notice some glitches still with building this. I don't know if they're ever gonna not be glitchy in The Sims 4. But then I had a hard time placing this roof on this tower, and I don't know, roofing's really hard for me. So I spent a really long time putting that together. And I didn't like that the circles on the second ones were off. So I do change that eventually. They're not even, not perfect circles. So I do go back and change that. I did look up the Disney Dream Castle as kind of a rough inspiration, but I didn't want to call it that specifically because I did not make it the exact same, nor did I try to. It was just bare bone inspiration. You know what I mean? Like this is roughly what it's gonna look like. Not exactly at all. So I'm creating the first and second floor here. That front area is going to be the grand entrance area that you walk through. And then I wanted to add like a little column that's kind of popped out and has its own roof. Since castles have all these different kinds of roofing, that makes it all fun. Again, here I had some problems with the wall, like poking through the roof. I tried to delete walls, use a different roof. It didn't really look the way I wanted it, so I did add another story. Thought that maybe if I made the silhouette circle part actually taller and bigger, that maybe it would look better. Thought maybe that was my problem. So here we go again. Let's try again. No, let's try the circle roof. Yep, there we go. Then we make it nice and pointy to make it look super castle-like. And then I added a little patio off to the side. Again, I want a lot of like things kind of popping out, sticking out, except for the back. The castle that I was using as inspiration had a very flat back. It didn't have anything poking out, and that is what I did with this castle. I don't know if I like it though. I feel like I should have added stuff. But again, this is my first castle, so now I know, and I can do it better next time. I thought that the columns on the outside where the little walls were too short. So I'm adding a second level to all of them, and then I'm gonna go back and put the roofs on. And this is where I fixed my error of not having these second circles, column and things even, because when I tried to go put the roofs on, it really messed it up and I didn't like how it looked. So I do go back and fix it by taking out like one slab and then scooching them all in. Because of the way that the circles come, I don't know, it just wasn't right. I also didn't make the very first columns all the way circular so that on the inside you would have more space. If you do choose to download this on the gallery, I did upload it. You would like Haunted Disney Dream Castle-esque. But yeah, so I didn't make them fully circular so that you could use that space on the inside more if you wanted to add a moat, or if you wanted to add a courtyard like castle would have. But I wanted my castle to look a little run down, more abandoned, kind of like maybe people haven't been here for a while, and that the Disney princesses we're gonna put in here are the first people living here for a while. It's gonna be pretty run down. I also ran into the issue of height. I got carried away, did not realize how tall I was building, and was told I could not build any higher. So I had to rethink something and delete a lot and move a lot around. I thought about cutting all of this out to make it look more like a seamless build, and that I had this all in my head and I didn't have any issues and everything just worked out so great. But that's just not how I build. I delete a lot, I move things around a lot, end up making a lot of mistakes and changing a lot of things. So I thought I would show that type of building instead of the perfect immaculate build that I wish I could do, but it's just not unfortunately how I build. I build very messily. Yep, again, struggling with the roofs. And the back little roofs, you can see the wall glitching through, but at this point I was over it. I was like, I don't care. I don't know how to make it right or fix it, so it's just gonna be like that. So those back two do have walls sticking out of the roofs, but it's okay. So then I added some really dark stone all over the castle. And then I added a different stone that I thought had more textured details, made it look more castle-y. And that was from the vampire pack. And we had to add like a dark roof with dark under, like, what are those called? Siding? I don't know what it's called. But I added dark underneath the roofs. Shingles? No, shingles go on top. I don't know what these are all called in real life. Anyway, added those to give the castle a little bit more definition. And I wanted to add at least 2 different types of windows. I wanted maybe a couple different, but the stony windows that I can't remember what pack they come from, that have just like the stones on the outside with the little crisscross on the windows, I thought were the best. And then I put those big 2 windows with some like stained glass on them on the front. But those are the only places I put those type of windows. Unfortunately, everything else are the stoned windows. I just thought they looked a little bit better. I had a hard time finding another type of window that I really liked. That's what we got. Now I'm going to add in a pool in the back because I did make the Little Mermaid and I did make her a mermaid. So I wanted a place for her to go swimming. I don't want it to be like a pretty place to go swimming. It's obviously still a rundown castle, so the pool's gonna be run down as well. But I still wanted to give her some water, somewhere she could go swimming. And so now I'm adding a patio in the back here. I thought after the fact, this is after the fact, I don't have it in here, but adding a patio on the top so it'd be kind of like a double deck thing. But what do you guys think? Let me know because I don't have it in there yet. It's gonna stay like this flat back area. But if you guys think I should add one, let me know because I'm considering it. I really am. I think this back area is just too flat and boring. Well, now that I know where the pool's gonna go and where the back ends, I'm adding in more pillars to be like our final pillars, and then I'm gonna cut off and block off the back area so that it's completely enclosed in the gate. I'm struggling once again to make these pillars circular. I really wish that you could have like a mirror tool, so like what you're doing on one side of the Sims would happen on the other. Do you know what I'm talking about? I wish for a lot of things. And then today's build is just the outside of the castle. I'm going to go back in and to the inside on another day. I just got a little tired. You know how building goes. It took me a couple hours to do this. And by that point I was like, you know what, we're good. Some people can build and do the inside all in one day. And I definitely like to do like exterior, sorry, I was gonna call it outerior, exterior, and then go back in and do the interior. Too much to do in one day. This is when I started to think that the wall was too tall and I didn't want to make the wall height shorter. So I was like, I could change it to actual fencing instead of a wall. So I tried it out in the back, kind of wanted to see how it looked. I did like it. So I do go back and change the rest of the walls. Now I am using the automatic window setting so that it sets the windows automatically on the room. And that did limit me to where I could put the windows at first. So if you take it off the room setting, you can put them wherever you want. Okay, now I'm going around and changing the fencing. And I thought this one was a little bit too short, so I added a taller stone wall. It doesn't match perfectly. I wish there was a little bit darker of a stone, but it was the best they had. So we went with it. And my gate was also not centered, and that drove me. But what are you gonna do? Then I added a spooky walkway to get into the house, and I wanted it to match the same brick that's on the castle itself. Everything I want to be really dark, gloomy, and creepy, spooky. So then we used the BB show hidden objects and BB move objects, I believe. And I started placing some trees all over the place and decorations. I wanted to put some like Halloween decorations. I know that I said that like it's been abandoned, but maybe the princesses, the Disney princesses that moved in, came in and put some Halloween decor up. Or maybe we could say it's for a TV show that they got picked to be put in this house and see who the final girl is. And the producers put up Halloween decorations before they moved in. But to give it the like rundown, nobody's touched this place in years look, I added a ton of these like vines that is also from the vampire set, and the dried roses and the dead trees and the pine trees. I think those are all from the vampire set. Vines on vines on vines on vines on vines on vines on vines. More. We're just gonna fill this whole thing up, add them everywhere. I wish I built this fast. It's sped up like 500%. Cramming 2 hours worth of building into less than 20 minutes is insane, guys. I cannot believe this is something that y'all do all the time. I was like, how do we cut all this? What do we cut? I don't even know. Okay, we cut that out, take everything out, just cut everything. These little ghosty lights are one of my favorite items. I think they are so cute. They are so stinking cute. I just want to eat them up. I love them. I want them in real life. Does anyone know where I can get ghosty lights like this, that look like this, that are cute? Have lots of little facial expressions. I also really like the planter jack-o'-lantern lamp. I don't know what its real name is, but that's what I'm calling it. And then I start just placing pumpkins everywhere to give that orange spooky color. And a dead cow plant skull, place that out there because spooky. And more pumpkins and pumpkins and more pumpkins and some more pumpkins. Just, you know, in case we didn't have enough pumpkins, there's some more pumpkins. And then the spooky pumpkin with the witch hat, so cute. And we found some of the skeletons from the vacation pack. Added some gargoyles up front for your entrance and a black widow right above the door. So this is definitely more of Halloween decor stuff. It's getting less away from the, we're abandoned. No, we set up some stuff. We set up some stuff for it to look like a spooky hooky house. You know, like maybe they don't take care of it, but it's perfect for Halloween. Oh, and more vines. We're adding more vines. We get it. All the vines. I went crazy with the vines. I kind of went a little ham. I can chill on the vines. Might make it a little bit harder to play. And then around the pool, I added some stone and some trees, and I wanted to make the landscaping look like it used to be done, and it's just all kind of died. And this is what's left. Like these rose bushes used to be thriving when this castle maybe was built, but now they're just dead. And you know, there's stuff in the pond, there's rocks all over. Nobody's bothered to take care of this place. I'm adding a lot of different shapes of rocks to make it look like they're kind of natural, like they've been building up over time. Just, I don't really know how boulders even become a thing. And so I was like, well, we'll just have a bunch of boulders. I feel like rocks in the yard makes it look untidy. Like you can't mow your yard if there's rocks in the yard. And you can't do other things, I guess, if there's rocks in the yard. But this is what it looks like at nighttime. Thank you guys so much for watching me speed build a spooky ooky Disney Dream Castle. Kind of Disney, kind of ish, you know, sort of, kind of, maybe. Let me know what you guys think. And we will be back to decorate the inside, and then I'm going to go live with playing the final girl. So if you guys would like to join any of that, you guys can join me over here on YouTube. And if you want to know when I post all of my videos, you can join my Discord and chit chat with me there. Otherwise, I hope you guys have a great rest of your day. I appreciate you guys for hanging out with me, and I will see you next time. Say goodbye, Daisy. Say goodbye. Say goodbye. Don't knock at me. Say goodbye to them. Bye.